Hello, my name is Jordan Irvin. I'm a proud father of a blended family. My bonus son is 20, my other son is 16, and my daughter is 9. So we go to the doctor, her first doctor visit, we do an ultrasound. Room was probably about as quiet as it is here. My son, at that time, the nurse said, "Oh, we have a defect." So in my mind, I go back to where I come from, of me going through my cancer and things of that nature. The defect was the fact that my son was born with cleft lip and palate. We had already had an appointment beforehand, which had already told us that he was going to have this issue, he was going to be born with cleft lip. But this nurse that we had at this particular doctor's appointment had freaked out. She thinking that we didn't know anything about it. It was her first time identifying it, so she panicked. One of the biggest things me and my wife did once we got the news was did research on our own, on identifying what it was and how it was. So at the birth, when he came out, 24 hours later of her in labor, screaming and hollering, me being exhausted over there on the couch sleeping, and all I'm hearing is her going through her contractions.
Yeah.
About a 22nd hour, our son was crowning.
Yeah.
My wife was overexhausted. She's got to the point where she's like, "I'm done." And at this point, I'm pleading with her to find energy to let's get this done with in itself. I found myself having to be more strong for her and more encouraging. But at the same time, I'm losing my mind at that moment because he's here. I can lose you in the same time while you're trying to bring him here. But now, my wife she hadn't seen him for like 2 days. He was in the special unit at Children's Hospital. So I was the one going back and forth upstairs, making sure he get fed. She asked me, "How's he doing?" Wanting to see, really breaking down because it's been 48 hours and you still haven't seen your child, held him or anything. So at this point, I can only go so much now. I'm asking the doctors and the nurses while I'm up there, like, we need to get baby downstairs. Either that or I'm gonna take him myself to go see her. She's down there going, it's not making her more healthy that y'all trying to get her, make her feel more healthy to get back to normal. She's stressing. She's trying to just give her the baby. The nurses upstairs won't let me take my son out. I'm arguing. Luckily, I end up finding someone that worked at the hospital that I personally knew. Let them know, look, we got 2 options. You wheel my baby down there to where she gotta go, or I'm gonna take this whole machine and I'm gonna take everybody downstairs, police and whoever else, to go take the baby down. They took me out, stayed in the hallway for some while, pacing, trying to figure out what's gonna go next. The nurse that I knew wheeled my son out, and as they're wheeling my son out, security's walking with her to wheel my son down to my wife. And at this time, I'm like, no, we don't need no police escort getting down there. I'm all the escort she need to get her to where she need to go. But it was just more so the fact that me raising my voice in a setting was different from them. They know that us men get to be a little agitated if things decide to not go the way that we predicted to go. But at the same time, what we were asking for was reasonable. Talk to me about how we can make this work. We're trying to find a solution because in that situation, it's always high intensity where it comes with multiple feelings and emotions being spewed all over the place. So everyone is rushing to try and get comfort. But that was just something for me that I just couldn't understand for myself. Like, why is it such a problem when you're trying to make a person feel back healthy, knowing that the child they just gave birth to is one way of getting them back on the right foot?